Hi, my name is Deborah Henney. I'm a wife, author, mother, speaker. Today I'm going to release a prophetic word entitled King of Life is on the Move. And I started to get this on the 3rd of November of 2024, and it came more fully on the 4th. And what I felt the Lord say is the King of Life is on the move. He is releasing angel armies. His standard will be lifted high, a banner that bears his name, as his troops have been gathered for the upcoming battle in the heavenlies. The pangs of tumult have been felt, pangs that have been increasing until the fullness of measure and time have come to pass. A war that is quickly approaching. Worship will be the sound released from God's people, as his name is lifted high from upon his people's lips, as his people lift his name higher through praise, through life offerings of worship and sacrifice. The sound of his victory will be released even on angels' wings, as he releases both people and angels in the authority of his word. There is a deepening of the revelation of authority, of kingship, of God's royal heritage that is being released in this time for a great work of his Spirit. A great outpouring of signs, wonders, miracles, of healings and deliverances, a great release of his glory and life. Testify to the life in his presence. And that was so heavy in the spirit when I received this word. Testify to the life in his presence in his word. Testify to the lost, the captive, the broken, and release the power from the King of Life and watch him move. Do not worry about being unable to see with physical eyes the complete work that he's doing in this time. For God is able to see the unseen and bring forth life from what was once dead. Do not worry about gridlocks and deadlocks, for God holds the keys and is the builder of the networks and webworks. Geography is no matter to the Lord, who holds the universe in his hand, but trust that with one breath it will be. For is not God able to establish a kingdom in one day? And that references Isaiah 66:8. There is a movement, a swift movement, a life-breathing, life-giving, life-changing movement. The King of Life is on the move. And I just want to go back for 1 second to the very first paragraph in this word where it says his standard will be lifted high. And something I've been sensing so deeply in my spirit is this need to be more aligned with the holiness of God, the purity and the holiness of God, even if it is counter culture, to align with holiness and purity. And I think there's two meanings to that word. The standard, it's the banner, it's the flag, but it's also the level to which he's expecting us to go. He's calling us to come higher, to come deeper. And in that place of purity, there is victory. There is life. And he's calling us to live a life that is different, that is counterculture, because that is that is how people will see that we bear his mark and his name in our lives. Again, he went back to the angel armies in this word and releasing angels in this collaboration of people and angels in this upcoming season. And I know that this is something I've been really pressing into in prayer and believing in faith that as I release what God has portioned for me to release, and this is for each one of us, that he is going to release those angel armies to collaborate with us, whether or not we see them with our eyes, whether or not he opens our eyes to see them in the spirit, but to collaborate with him for his work. Again, worship will be the sound released from God's people. And I'll tell you, the battle's been heavy over here. The spiritual warfare, it's really real right now. And every time God has brought me back to worship. And it's in that place of worship that the atmosphere just changes and his victory comes through. So it is key for us to worship, to praise, and to lift his name higher. Again, songs that release the name of God, songs that lift his name higher and declare that he is exalted, and worship. And that will be the sound of victory. And My spiritual mother just today released that God is going to love us into victory. And I just love that. She released that into my life today. And I was so blessed by that. I want to share that with you, that God loves us into victory. So again, worship, deepening revelation of authority and victory, angel armies, and testify to the life in the presence of God. Till next time.